Hey guys, let's go ahead and jump into one of the coolest assortments so far, but let's see if we can actually pick this giant thing up. This thing is massive. Oh God. It's the bucket of fun, my black cat. Let's do this. Hey guys, this is Wiregrass Pyro. As you can see, we have the Black Cat Bucket of Fun assortment. This is a safe and sane assortment for all of those that are at a safe and sane only state or location. Let me start out by saying this. Please don't hate me for that intro. This thing is great. I'm actually really excited about this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's go ahead and get this thing open for you guys, and we will go ahead and pull out every item that is in here, and we'll kind of just go over it. All right, we got this thing cracked open. Like I said just a second ago, this is the Black Cat Bucket of Fun. It is a safe and sane registered assortment, and it also has the quality safety value, the QSV seal right there. But let's check this thing out. Just coming in, looking at it from the top, I can already tell I'm absolutely going to love this. First item that we got in here, we got the Black Cat crackling balls. Love these things. These are pretty familiar to the TNT fireworks blasters that was in I think it was the Mercury assortment that we did. Really fun. Looks like these are the black ones. So a little 6-pack right here. This is going to do nothing more than, as you can see, emit crackling sparks. So pretty similar to the blasters that we did. And then we have a Magnum popper. Just says flammable. Now, I don't necessarily think I've ever actually messed with one of these, so we'll actually be finding out what these are together. Like I said, I've never really messed with these, but I assume you probably hold it like this. It kind of looks like a little toy gun, if you will, and then you probably just squeeze that down, and then once you squeeze it, something actually comes out. Moving on to the next items, we have the glow worms 6-piece. These are more than likely going to be probably some sort of glow-in-the-dark snakes, if I had to say. Again, it's just flammable, but I'm assuming that is just some snakes. Over here, we have the attack vehicle. Let's actually go ahead and fix that, get that back down in there like they should be. And there we go. So basically a little tank, you light that in. More or less just kind of shoots a little propellant spark out of the end, and then these 3 actually shoot out like a small fountain. Great little things. Unfortunately, these ones don't have any wheels on them, but as you can see, it moves on the ground, shoots flaming pellets and reports. So I wonder if this actually does shoot something out of the end of it. It'd be pretty cool if it did. On to the next item, we have a champagne party popper. So you basically just hold it like this, grab the string, you pull it, stuff kind of pops out the end of it, and it's kind of like a little mini confetti cannon. Over here, we have a small silver glitter, see if we can see that, fountain, little tiny cone fountain, and the performance is silver rain up to 7 feet. So if this thing has a 7-foot height, that is awesome for something so small. Jumping straight into the next item, we'll actually bring this with the base. We have a cuckoo fountain, very nice. See if we have a description on this. It just says emit showers and sparks. Now, if I remember right, these things actually have a small whistle in the beginning of them, and then it's a fountain that's probably got about 5 to 10 foot maybe in height, but be looking forward to that one. And then next we have another party popper. It's the same as the champagne one. It's just a smaller version of it. As you can see, a little bit smaller. Does the same thing. And then we have the silver anniversary fountain, emits showers of sparks. No performance description on this one. Not really sure what this one will actually do, but we're going to go ahead, jump into the next item. We got a small box fountain right here, silver bubbles. Let's actually open that. I'm kind of curious as to what that size is. So relatively small. It's actually in there pretty good. It's not going to come out. It's kind of glued or something along that left side. But, just a typical small little box fountain. Let's close that up. Move on to the next item. What do we got here? We have a megaphone popper. So same as those poppers that we showed earlier. Just aim it away from you, grab the string, pull it, confetti comes out. And then we're going to go ahead, we'll grab some of these fun snaps. Just like the TNT, these are the 40 piece. I believe the TNT ones were 50 if I'm not mistaken. You just take them, throw them on the ground, make a noise. Let's actually see how large these ones are. So, pretty similar size to the snappers or the poppets that we had with TNT. Close that up too. Put it over to the side. We'll grab another one of these, another megaphone popper, and actually a third megaphone popper. And then let's see what else we got in here. We'll grab the box. We got Solar Blaze, another box fountain. We don't have a description on this one. And then let's actually look inside of it. So there's actually 2 fountain sticks in there. So it looks like when you light this, it goes down this right side, and then it'll come back up over to here. But nice little box fountain, got some weight to it. Probably be pretty cool. I'm hoping this has actually got a lot of red into it, but I guess we'll see when we actually light these off. And then what else do we got down here? Just says some more fun snaps, so skip right past that one. Down at the bottom, we got another party popper. And then we'll actually look. We have the Party Hardy fountain. So nothing too crazy on these. No descriptions, unfortunately, just because I'm sure that's just because they're an assortment. And we have the Fiesta Grande, another fountain. Unfortunately, again, no actual description of the performance. And then last but not least, we have the Silver Rain fountain, another box fountain. This one's actually light. It's actually a lot lighter than the Solar Blaze. So let's open this up. So open top to exposed fuse. So yeah, just a single, tube fountain right there, going all the way down into the box. So I'm not sure, how long or how big of a performance this will have. Like I said, this is actually relatively small, but that's it. That is the bucket of fun. And as I said before, this is a fully safe and sane assortment. Every item in here had that safe and sane seal, as well as the QSV seal, but pretty good little assortment. Let me know what you guys think down below. Oh, alrighty. First, we're going to go ahead and start out with some fun snaps. We're going to see what we can do here. Throw these around a little bit. Just throw a couple of these. So for this video, we're actually going to be doing these relatively fast. Try and get them knocked out as quick as we can. Probably won't be doing every single one of every item, and we will actually just be doing like 1 or 2 of each, and just to kind of get through these. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at these little fun snaps. We're just going to throw them down on the ground. So nothing crazy, just like the TNT poppets. You can do a very light throw, and they don't work. But then put a little oomph into these ones, get a little bit of something. So let's get a small little handful of these. Let's see, we got about 5 of those. Work pretty good. Let's go ahead, jump into the next item. And this one is going to be the megaphone popper. So if this is too bright or the reflection is bugging you guys, I do apologize. But basically, you take that string out, kind of hold it like so, and then point it in a safe direction, pull away, and you get that. So let's do one more. I'm gonna have to clean all this mess up now, but we'll go ahead and get another one done. Pretty good little megaphone poppers. Now we'll try and get it a little bit more so you can see it, and let's go ahead and give it a pull. So pretty cool. Like those, definitely lots of fun. But we're gonna go ahead and move into the next one. This is just basically gonna be our regular party popper. So it's the same principle. Just grab it by the neck right here, grab the pull cord in the other hand, point this end away from you, and just pull, and it shoots out, just like so. All right, so now we have the Magnum popper. So unfortunately, when we tried to do the champagne popper, trying to make it so you guys can see that, a little shiny, a little bright, so I do apologize about that. But unfortunately, this one, there we go. That one didn't want to work. It actually pulled the cord out of the base. But we're going to go ahead and go into this Magnum popper. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you just kind of grab this little trigger right here and you kind of pull it, and it shoots off. So that's all the small stuff. Let's go ahead. We got a couple more little poppers that were already here, so we might as well just finish them off. We already got a mess to clean up, so might as well just make it a little more. But that's those. Let's go ahead, jump into some of the bigger stuff of this assortment. All right, so here we have the glowworms, and just as I thought, see if I can get this to actually focus. These are going to be, as you can see, just basically little snakes. Let's see what we got here. As Kick and Wing once said, because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like. Let's move on to the next one. All right, next up, as you can see, we have the cracker balls, or the crackling balls. Let's go ahead, jump into this. You can see we just got done doing the snake right there, but it'll wash off by the end of the night. Pretty cool. Love these little things. I've always been a really big fan of the crackle balls. Pretty good. You can manage to kind of wedge them in there, kind of like I did there. You can pretty much keep one of them, make it a little bit easier of a cleanup. Let's go ahead and actually light a second one though. Very fast, very good. But as you can see, most of our cleanup is in one spot, and we'll have some of the other ones probably in the back of the fire pit to clean out. Let's go ahead and jump to the next item. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead. We're back out here at the fire pit and kick off our first fountain. This is going to be, see if I can get you to see it, the Silver Bubbles box fountain. Pretty small, very quick. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the next one. All right, up next, we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump into the Silver Anniversary. Very short, very sweet, but pretty good. Let's go ahead and get on to the next one. All right, for our third fountain in the assortment, we have the Silver Glitter Cone Fountain. Very nice. That was definitely 7 foot. I don't know if you guys remember this. We'll go ahead and show you the back of it. This one did say Silver Rain up to 7 foot. I don't know if you can see that. Definitely went 7 foot. I am 6 foot tall and it definitely went over my head. But let's go ahead and jump into the next one. All right. For the next one, again, we're going to go into another fountain. And this is going to be the Party Hardy. I will definitely say so far with the ones that I have already done, been pleasantly surprised with them. They didn't do a lot of crackling, so it's actually really good to use in kind of a neighborhood to kind of keep it quiet. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. That one had a lot of crackle to it. Pretty good. Not bad. But let's jump to the next one. All right, we had to move locations just because I didn't want to disturb my neighbors with some of these that I knew were going to make some noise. But we're going to jump into the Fiesta Grande. Okay, jumping into the next box fountain, we have the Solar Blaze. We're just going to be knocking through these fountains pretty much as fast as we can at this point. So let's go ahead and get this one lit off. For the next one, we're going to go ahead and get into it. It's going to be the Silver Rain box fountain. So let's see what this offers us. I'm expecting some pretty good white and silver colors out of it. And then last but not least, this is going to be the loudest fountain in the assortment, and it is going to have the most effects. Expect some crackling and definitely expect some whistling, but here is Black Cat's Cuckoo Fountain. All right, we're going to do the end of this video a little different than we normally do on the channel. Usually we do the ending out at the fire pit. It is entirely too windy. There's no way that I would be able to successfully get the ending of this video done out there with all the wind. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do it inside this time. We're in the man cave. This is the Star Wars room, the editing room. This is basically where all the magic happens for the channel. I've spent many hours in this room, just as you see me now, doing hours upon hours of editing on some of these videos to just make sure everything is how y'all would like it. We're getting better, but enough about the room, enough about the editing. Let's talk about the assortment. We did have 2 issues with the assortment. The champagne popper, the charge that shoots out the confetti. pulled out of the bottom of it. So that's a big negative right there. But luckily, it was just a small item, so it's not a big deal breaker on that. And then, secondly, I completely skipped it in the demo. It was actually the attack vehicle, the little tank. When I lit that, the rear fountain portion that actually pushes the attack vehicle across the ground, it didn't do anything. And because it didn't do anything, it did not light the adjoining fuses that light the 3 front fountains on that. So that one was just a fail altogether. I didn't even include that in the video. But with that said, I still love the assortment. The assortment was fun. Pun intended, it was fun. I paid, I think, $30 for this, so it was a little bit up there, a little bit higher than something like the Mercury assortment was, especially for what we got out of it. Might have been 25. I'm not 100% sure. I just kind of grabbed it when I was buying some other assortments. But I went ahead and I did some quick math. I'm sitting here looking at the screen. We had 20 items in this assortment, and I just did the high number just because I wasn't 100% sure how much I paid for it. And I went ahead and said that I paid $30 for this. And with 20 items, that gives us a grand total of $1.50 per item. I think that's a little high at that price, just because for $1.50 getting one party popper, by average, I don't really think that's a good deal on that. Some of the fountains on here were pretty cool. I would definitely say $1.50 on these fountains. Well, it was really good. But if you're kind of wanting this for the party poppers, I would suggest going to your local fireworks store, or even going to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, believe it or not, actually has the party poppers as well as the larger tube confetti cannons, and you can get them, a pack of those for less than $5. So if you're wanting those, definitely go to a store like that. Not knocking this assortment at all. I just think that that is a little high for an average price on this one. If you can find this for less than $20 or even $15, jump on this assortment. It's still a lot of fun. But that's kind of my closing remarks on this. What do you guys think about this assortment? Would you purchase it for $30, or would you want it to be a lot lower, somewhere between the $10 to $20 price range? I still thought it was great, but let me hear what y'all think down in the comment section below. And as always, practice safe fireworks and have a blast.